Hi guys, welcome back to another Dunk Reviews, and it's time for Ivan Moody and his crew to step up with their new album. Yes, of course, Five Finger Death Punch are back with their 7th studio album, with a wee clever kind of tip of the hat to Metallica's legendary album And Justice for All. This 7th album is called And Justice for None. Now, in the run up to this album, and I'm going back as far as 2017, it was all, it was the Ivan Moody show. He was storming off shows, he wasn't able to finish shows, he was into rehab. Was he going to do the vocals on this album? But of course, Ivan Moody is such a big character, and he was never going to let anyone else take the reins. He is back, and he is on the vocals for this album. Now, as I said, he went through a lot last year, so from that he's gathered a lot of critics, maybe a lot of haters, and I feel on this album, the first 3 tracks, it feels like he sat the boys down and said, right, I want to address my haters and critics, just let me do this and then we can get on with it, because the first 3 tracks are just a big, to his critics, and that is all it is just him having a big rant, a good crunching guitar riff, and just letting him blow his top at anybody that's ever dared criticise him or try and put him down. So for me, the album, And Justice for None, it doesn't really kick in until Ivan's got all that off his chest. Till he's had his rant, it's done, it's dusted, right, let's move on, this is the album. Now for me, the kind of ironic thing with this album, obviously Five Finger Death Punch, such an amazing heavy metal band, but for me the songs that really stand out in this album are the stripped back ones. Songs such as Blue and Black, which is like an amalgamation of everything. It's kind of blues, country, rock. It's a really good song. The other one, I Refuse, is another stripped back song that really grabs your attention when it comes on. Now in New Game, I've loved playing with albums that I've started doing with the Godsmack and Shinedown new album. It's I look for title tracks that I think, does the title represent the song, i.e. heavy title, does it make a heavy song? Perfect example of this song in this album, Fire in the Hole. Now you read that title, you think, it's going to be explosive, it's going to hit you fast and hard, and it delivers. As soon as it hits you, it blows you away, blows you to the other part of the room, the song. It's, for me, probably one of the best heavy songs on this album. Now, one of the interesting things for me about this album is after the song Blue and Black, the album follows a certain path, a certain, style. It goes strip back, heavy, strip back, heavy, strip back, heavy, etc, etc, all the way through the song. So you get a big heavy song, strip back to kind of catch your breath, next into heavy, back to strip back, and so on for the rest of the album. Now what this kind of style allows, for me, Ivan Moody is such a talented vocalist. He's the only one for me. It could maybe, Corey Taylor is the peak for heavy metal vocalist. Ivan Moody is he's very close with me. He is so talented. He's the only one that can kind of compare to Corey Taylor for me. You may disagree, but that's just my opinion. And I feel with these stripped back songs, with this format, you hear how talented he is with it. He can nail all the vocals, all the high notes in the stripped back, and then he's got that trademark growl, that aggression that he brings to the heavy songs. So for me, And Justice for None, it's been quite a hard album to sum up. For me, I don't know what it wants to be with the format, like going to one style to the other. For me, it'd be good if they released like a CD with 2 CDs. See, the first one is just all their heavy songs, then the second one is the stripped back songs. That way, depending on what mood you are, you know what you're putting on. Because with this, it's hard to get a momentum going. If you're in the gym and you're wanting, some high impact songs to keep you motivated, keep the adrenaline up, then it's going to throw you off with one style, next style, one style, next style. But don't get me wrong, it's still, as an album, it is a solid, it is a good album for Five Finger Death Punch. It is a good album. Will the diehards be as impressed with it as previous? I don't know. If you are, please let me know in the comments what you think. But another way to look at it, and it's a good album for new listeners that have maybe never bought a Five Finger Death Punch album before. because it shows off the talent that this band has from, you know, all the musicians, you know, the crunching guitar riffs, devastating solos, of course Ivan's vocals shows they can do both heavy and stripped back, you know, it's a kind of, goes from heavy to kind of southern, you know, country kind of rock. It's a good kind of catalogue for new listeners to say, this is in essence, this is Five Finger Death Punch. So as always, when I do an album review, I like to do my top 5 songs, and as you see, as I was saying earlier on, a lot of them I predominantly found were the stripped back songs that I was finding that I would put in my top 5. But anyway, so number 5 is the song Bloody. I love the way it's kind of, from the songs, it's a more quieter intro and then it kicks in with a great heavy chorus. Number 4 is Rock Bottom. For me, it's a simple song. Yeah, I love the simplicity about it. Again, it's another, you know, big finger up to the critics, you know, with the lyrics, and I just love the simplicity, and you know, it's a good way, if you're in a bad mood, it's a good song to put on. Number 3 is the song Blue on Black, which was the kind of first stripped back song on the album, and it's got a good, as I say, kind of blues, country rock to it, and I just really like that style. Number 2 is another stripped back song, and it's When the Seasons Change, and I feel that's really, vocally, this is his best performance on the song. I just love the lyrics for it, and it's got a great melody to it. And number 1 is the high impact explosive Fire in the Hole. So there we have it, guys, that is my review of Five Finger Death Punch's new album. As I say, let me know below what you think of the album, and go and check out their YouTube page. They had a video up for one of the songs, Champagne, which is quite a good funny video considering when you see the guys at Five Finger Death Punch. So as always, if you enjoyed this, please give it a like and subscribe as I try to keep you up to date with everything rock and metal. Until next time, cheers.